went because they could make more money, and they knew they were being put in harm's way. They could make 2, 3, 4 times as much.
Not if you're dead, they can't. They can't make a thing.
Don't interrupt me, ma'am. Let me make my point, and then you can make your point. And it depends which contractors they are. You're interrupting me before you know where I agree or disagree. Just listen. And so people went there, so in fact they could make additional money, and they knew they were in harm's way. And what we wanted is to make sure we sent the best trained people there, the contractors. One of the things that's not in dispute is all 4 of your family members were skilled and knew the risk and knew what to do to deal with it. The issue is, were they being given the kind of assistance they needed to do their job properly? So one of the questions that it's raising for me is, did they have the capability to say, hell no, we're not going out there?
Scotty did say that, and he said he'd be fired.
Please do not interrupt me. So I'm just throwing that out as an issue. Were they, in fact, capable? And if they did refuse, what would be the result? Would they be court-martialed, or would they be asked to say, we don't want you to work here? And frankly, if you're a skilled person, you would say, I don't want to work here. Were they forced under a threat of some kind of court-martial not to carry out what they did? So what I'm saying, what is the value of what you're doing here in the course of this hearing is, one is we need to evaluate the role of contractors. They aren't the tip of the spear. The tip of the spear are the men and women in uniform who are going out and actively trying to root out the enemy. The whole purpose of contractors is to free up our military from, instead of doing security work, the whole purpose is to make sure that our military doesn't have to do the security work so they can be the tip of the spear. So the questions that, and now I want to tell you where I have tremendous sympathy. This company should answer every question you have. Every question. They should have immediately called you up. They should have let you know what happened. They should have said, this is what we know. What questions can we answer? They should have assigned someone to you to help you get information, an ombudsman in the company. And I'll tell you, the moment I was in your shoes where I got pushback, I'd sue them. I'd sue them. I would do anything I could to get the information. And so I'm just going to throw that out for your comment. I do want to say in sympathy to Mr. Isaac, his point is, I asked this question on occasion of witnesses. Is this your statement, or is this a statement drafted by your attorney? And the reason is, when an attorney drafts a statement, they are thinking of the lawsuit and what information they want to put in the public record. It's a very valid question. It wasn't whether, I know my colleague, it wasn't whether you as women or as bereaved people could write a statement. You could write a wonderful statement. The question is, as we look at it, is the committee being used properly to look at this, or are we furthering a private lawsuit? So let me just say to you, is it true, in fact, that you asked for information immediately and you got pushback? And I'd like everybody, not just one spokesman, I'd like to ask each of you.
Yes, sir. It is the truth. We were pushed back and not told the truth.
Yes.
Blackwater lied to us.
Yes.
Okay? Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. And so the purpose, it seems to me, is that once they did that, you had no choice but to take action against them. That's my view.
There was an earlier question in your statement, and it was regarding whether or not Scotty had a choice. An employee of Blackwater's went up to Scotty's room with 2 thugs, held him down, took his gun away from him, told him if he did not go on that mission, he was on the streets of Baghdad that night. He would be on his own to get home, and he would pay back any monies that Blackwater had paid him.
Well,
so, no, he didn't have a choice, did he?
Let me just say that's an extraordinary, important, significant statement to put on the record under oath. Just tell me how you know that to be true.
The person that was in the room at that time with Scotty told me.
So someone else who was there shared that information with you?
What?
And would you identify who that person was?
I can't.
No, ma'am.
Well, also, Scotty's email stated,
Ma'am, no, I need you to say, you said a person said. Who is that person?
can I say?
You need to ask your attorney?
No, he's wanting to know who the person was in Scotty's room. Can I answer that?
Well, as I understand, first of all, your time is
Yeah,
up.
I know
As
who
I
it
understand the
was.
question, you
It
said
was
that
a
there was
very
a
good friend of
person
Scotty's.
who said this, who was in the room, and he sent an email to you, and you believe it.
Why
And
would
I guess the
not?
real question is, even if you had not been told that information, are people assuming the risk of dying because their employers want to cut back on the payments to provide the security for their employees?
Well,
This
the
is a
peop-
doctrine, excuse me, I hate to do
Well,
that.
they took the few very minor things that they were guaranteed, they took every one of them away.
Yeah.
Had they had any one of those, they probably would be alive today. It seemed to me it was a kind of a personal, intentional thing. It was
Well,
so blatant.
I understand what you're saying, and I just want to, I know it's not my time, but
Okay, I
in
can
the early-
give the name of this person.
it doesn't make any difference.
If he wants
It's going
it,
to be a
I'll-
question of
Point of
evidence.
order, Mr. Chairman, please.
What is your point of order?
My point of order is that I had time, you've taken it away, and now you're speaking without time, and you're speaking on something that I was pursuing and leaving in question something, making a statement, it doesn't matter to you, it matters to me. And if I could have my time, or you could have a legitimate time, we could have the only thing that
The
matters.
gentleman's point of order is well taken. We now recognize Mr. Yarmouth for his time.